25-yard line.
Wait, that wide, 80!
Mike, 49. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Sony Michel, his first carry. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Stop here, D. 58, right over there, Yeah.
Hey, exit.
Watch the curl.
Hold 50. Check it, reload.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Down 80.
Mike 54. You run.
Alert.
Mike 54. Man, I got you.
Hey, Haywood.
Right there. 54, right there.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Let's go.
Allen now on first down. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Jones, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Now Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 4.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go again. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Going on the ground, it's White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Brady now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Wait, set. Line 20.
Take me out.
Alpha.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Mike, go.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Next we hit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the
Ozzy. Let's go. 3D hit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Get in the weight room.
From the 27th, Allen. Got a man on the right sideline. It's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
This is Jones. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Get ready.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Guy able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Get that ball. 51, Mike 51. Record.
Tight.
Back. Watch the ship. Hey.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. A nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the Patriots' 20-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
You tighten up.
Stop. 61, matchbox lights. Stop.
Slam. He's coming.
5 wide.
He's coming. Double up.
Look out.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo. Middle.
51's the mic. Check pass.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Bills 14, Patriots 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Keep playing hard.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Makes the score Bills 28, Patriots nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over
Let's go,
first and
let's go,
10
let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Hey, ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Alert! Here we go, here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Oh, you get on the head.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Who that?
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost. About 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustment.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Set, ready? 90, go. Hey, Orvin.
Get serious right here. We got to step it up.
You're out.
Check play ball. Watch twitch.
Leo. Get it.
The backup Stidham, his first throw. Flush to his right. He hits White, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Stidham sets to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Stidham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, high 7. 49. Go.
Here's Stidham. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Army. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Seacon, 132 fighter.
On 1st down, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Patriots' 41-yard line.
Mike 51.
56. Topper.
They'll go again to Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Break.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. A pass complete here to Conley. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw is Stidham. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Patriots.
This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down.
58. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Delta. 5.
Now Stidham on first down. Caught here by Conley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again here, Stidham. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
49. I'm coming after you.
Bravo.
After you. I'm coming after you. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Hey, pick your game up. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Yes.
Mike's 49.
Hey, wahoo. Get it.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Now a desperation throw deep down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Mike's 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bills, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.